Okay, so recently I bought a brand new Kershaw shuffle with the purple handle scales and the black wash blade off of Amazon for it was like $12 or something like that. So then last week my friend brought over his knives to sharpen, and I had given him my old Kershaw shuffle, and I asked if he found it, if I could have it back, and he said sure. So he brings over his knives, and in it was my old Kershaw shuffle here. Some of you who have been here since the beginning might remember my review on this, but that was 3 or 4 years ago now. So this is a long time ago. But anyway, so this is my old original Kershaw shuffle that I bought at Walmart for I think $12 or $13 at the time. I think it's only like 15 at Walmart now. But I spray painted the handle scales olive drab. I had tried polishing the blade with some sandpaper and stuff. I had, in all intensive purposes, pretty much ruined this knife as far as I think most people would be concerned. But I carried this knife for 2 years straight. This was my knife. This is what I carried. This, again, was back before I was really into knives, and this knife was just really useful because it had flathead screwdriver on the end of it, and it has a bottle opener, although back then I didn't, drink beer or anything because I was 19. So I didn't ever use the bottle opener, but the screwdriver got a lot of use. And as you can see from the hardware here, from how it's all worn down and everything, you can see the metal underneath it. This knife was carried a lot. And there's no pocket clip on this because back in the day, I didn't use pocket clips. I just slipped it into my pocket and everything. But yeah, so I got my original Kershaw shuffle back. And the funny thing is, after all these years, it still didn't have any blade play or anything, And for a knife that you can get off Amazon for $11, I mean, this is an awesome knife for that price point. Even at Walmart for 15. I mean, it's a nice little knife, and it is a little knife, but they seem to hold up really well. At least if this one's any indication. One thing is I forgot how thin this knife is. This knife is a very thin knife. So if you're somebody who likes thin, light knives, maybe this is something to look at, because it's so small and thin and everything, it would pretty much disappear in your pocket. But that being said, it's kind of uncomfortable to hold in your hand for long periods of time. Of course, you can carry this every day for years. I did, and it's a knife that I would definitely recommend to people, the Kershaw shuffle. Now, I think this was back before, I think they changed the blade steel a little bit. This was back in the 3800 marked blade days. I think they changed the steel since then. I'm not exactly an expert on that, but I think they did change it a little bit. But even back then with this steel, I didn't really have any issues with it holding an edge or anything. But yeah, the only thing that I am going to say about the Kershaw shuffle, here's my new one, because my new one has a pocket clip on it, is that they don't have a way to carry it tip down, which for this knife would be really nice to be able to carry this tip down, because I know a lot of people like tip up carry, but the problem is that your screwdriver and your bottle opener are sticking up. So if you can tell, I put this on the left hand carry side, because if I had it on the right hand carry side, the bottle opener, if I had it in my pocket like this, the bottle opener stabs me in the fingers while I'm trying to get it out of my pocket. So if I have it on the left hand carry side and just carry it in my right handed pocket like this, then the screwdriver is only stabbing me when I'm trying to pull it out of the pocket, which is still annoying, but it's a little less annoying than getting stabbed with two things. So I wish there was a way to carry it tip down, because I don't really care about that kind of thing. I don't really care if it's tip down or tip up, but this is an uncomfortable tip up carry, because you're getting stabbed in the fingers when you're trying to pull it out of your pocket by a screwdriver and a bottle opener. But I mean, other than that, I mean, this knife is awesome.